the black, the orange, the uniform is not discarded, but merely dormant, until erupting again in the spring with a tenacious assault on the challengers who stand before them. Their will is undying, their passion is unmatched, but for now, the giant sleeps tonight.
Hello art lovers, hello baseball fans. This is my latest sports painting. It's also only my second sports painting, but I'm pretty excited about it. This is one of the best paintings I think I've done. I'm very proud of this painting. You know, there's some hobbies in our life that we love to practice, and then there are those hobbies that we simply live inside. Those hobbies for which we have a passion for. Now, obviously painting is one of my passions, but my other is baseball. And that's why I'm painting this one. And if I'm going to do a baseball painting, why not do a painting of my favorite team, the San Francisco Giants? You might note the timing of this painting. It's during the playoffs. I guess it's kind of my way of coping with the fact that my team didn't make it this year. The Giants did win the World Series last year. So I wanted to create a painting that sort of echoed my true passion for the sport. Baseball is without a doubt my favorite sport. I love that it's not the typical back and forth sport. Basketball, football, hockey, soccer, tennis, all these sports have a commonality, and that is back and forth. To score, you have to go to one end of the field. Baseball, the only standard in baseball is that the bases are 90 feet apart. The mound is 60 feet 6 inches from the home plate, and the fence, it can be any distance. So it adds a lot of character to the game, depending on where you play. Some fields won't play as well as others in terms of if you're a good hitter, maybe the ball carry at this part, but it won't carry at this part. If you're a pitcher, that could be your advantage, or it could be to your detriment. It's one of the things I really like about it, the uniqueness of it. Every field has a character. I go to a lot of baseball games. Go to a lot of Giants games. It's a great place to see a ball game down there in San Francisco. If you've never been, if you can get there, check it out. It's worth it. So you'll see during the video that I keep looking over to my left. I have the still life actually set up just to my left as I'm painting. I love the drama that goes with baseball. Take it from me as somebody who's played, and if you've played, you know what I'm talking about. But late in the game, when you need that one run to tie it up late, you get on base, maybe you hit a ball in the gap, and you stretch that double into a triple. A risky play, but if it pays off, what a feeling. I love that excitement. I laid out the arrangement of the items in a particular way. It wasn't random. The title of the painting is "The Giant Sleeps Tonight." And yes, it's a little bit of a play on words. This is about the Giants, but it's also about the heart and the passion and the spirit that lives inside a good ball player. What you're seeing here is a uniform that has not been discarded. It has simply been put aside for the winter. They're getting ready in 6 months to start all over again. This season, they didn't quite make it. They'll retool and they'll come to life again. You'll notice the jersey and the hat. The outline of it is that of kind of a volcano. In fact, it's a little bit like Mount Shasta. If you're familiar with California, Mount Shasta actually has 2 peaks. The main peak is Mount Shasta. Then there's a smaller peak off to its side called Shastina. The jersey kind of makes up Shasta. The hat, the smaller peak, makes up Shastina. So where I'm going with this is, I kind of see it as a volcano that's just sleeping, ready to erupt. Whereas the whole of the jersey would be the crater. And I think this analogy kind of works because inside that jersey is what beats inside of all ball players and all athletes. That's the drive to win. It's just laying dormant for a few months to get started again. It's been a pretty good painting year for me this year. Got into an art show for the first time, and I really think the works that I chose this year have been pretty strong. I'm pretty happy with them. Well, I've got you here. This month, here in October, my first car, the painting I did a few months back of the Radio Flyer wagon, is now on display. It's my first art show. It's at the Sacramento Fine Arts Center. It's the Bold Expression Show. So if you're around town and you would like to see it, and you want to see some really good art, come check it out. You notice there's no baseball bat in this painting. I decided to keep it simple. I just wanted to take it from the perspective of a player out in the field. But I did include the element of wood that you would normally find in a bat by painting it on a wood floor. Giants jersey is one of 4 jerseys that I own of the Giants. That hat, you'll notice, even has the sweat stains in it because that's the hat I use in my own games. The team I play on is the Giants. And yes, that is my own glove, my outfielder's glove. If you play ball, you can tell by looking at this painting that it's an outfielder's mitt. Outfielder's mitts are the long mitts. deep pockets so they can stretch out and grab those balls out in the outfield. Infielders' gloves, for those who don't know, are smaller gloves because the infielders need to get the ball in their hands so quickly to turn the double play. So I'm asking you, if you look at this painting, what story do you come up with? Because everybody's probably going to see something different. I've told you what my perspective is. Uniforms just put aside. Season's over. You can tell by the sweat on the hat. It's been a hard season. What do you see? In very small print on the glove, just off to the far right of the glove, the far edge of where the thumb would be, I've painted on a 10 and a 12. In my lifetime, the Giants have won the World Series twice, 2010 and 2012. And that's what that's about. Thanks for hanging around. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or feedback, I always appreciate it. So just let me know. Here's to Art. Here's to Autumn. And here's to the Giants going back to the World Series next year. See you next episode.